Hey kids, it's Monday. It's Memorial Day, so I spent some quality time with the high school band, and I got this flag. Well, actually my dad got this flag and gave it to me so that I could wave it in your face. It was my last performance with the band, which is kind of sad. Alright, so since it's Memorial Day, I thought I would look up some fun facts about Memorial Day that you could enjoy, but I couldn't find very interesting fun facts. The only things I could find were that it used to be called Decoration Day because people decorated the graves of the veterans, and that people wore red poppies on their shirts. And I think people still do that in Canada on Remembrance Day, which is basically the same thing. So today it's my theme, and the theme comes in 2 parts, and you can pretty much interpret them any way you want. Part 1 is ridiculous fashion statements, and part 2 is my birthday, which is Wednesday. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with those themes, have fun with them, make something entertaining and fun. I want to tell you that you should all read the Neddiad and the Iggy, because they're really good books. They're by Daniel Pinkwater, and he's a hilarious author. They're short, like big print. You can read them pretty quickly, and I laughed so hard, like all the time in this book. So it's called The Neddiad, with the subtitle, How Neddy Took the Train, Went to Hollywood, and Saved Civilization. And the Iggy is called Iggy, How Iggy Wondered What Happened to All the Ghosts, Found Out Where They Went, and Went There. Daniel Pinkwater is the best secret writer in the world. I was always told that you could not have gradations of unique, but that's silly. While all writers are unique, Pinkwater is the uniquest, and so are his books, each uniquer than the last. Books nothing like each other, linked only by an attitude, a delight in oddness, a magic that's nothing like anyone else's. The Neddiad is funny and tender and strange and impossible to describe. What Pinkwater does is magic, and I'm grateful for it. Also, in case you get the urge, they're enormous fun to read aloud. I didn't always live here, and by here I don't mean the La Brea tar pits where I'm writing this down in my notebook. I mean Los Angeles. When I was a little kid, I lived in Chicago. On Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles, there's a restaurant shaped like a hat. It's called the Brown Derby, and that's what it looks like. One of those derby hats with the round top and the little brim all around. There's a sign outside that says, Eat in the Hat, and people do. I knew that because I saw pictures in Look magazine. The pictures showed the restaurant, the Eat in the Hat sign, and 2 movie stars. I think it was Betty Davis and Laird Krager inside the hat eating cheeseburgers. They were eating cheeseburgers with knives and forks. This was interesting too. I'd only found out about cheeseburgers a short time before, and had actually eaten only 2 of them. I did not know that some people eat them with knives and forks, but I thought of them as grown-up and sophisticated food even before learning that movie stars ate them. Anyway, when I read about the Brown Derby and saw the pictures, it became one of my life's ambitions to eat there. I have to confess I was not clear about exactly where Los Angeles, California was. If it was not too far, maybe I could get my father to drive us over one day in the Buick. So I mentioned it to my father and learned 2 things. I learned that Los Angeles, California, of which Hollywood is a part, the reason that movie stars eat in the Brown Derby, was way out west, and it took more than 2 days to get there by train. The other thing I learned, well, this is what my father said, Neddy, my boy, it is also my lifelong ambition to eat in a restaurant shaped like a hat. And this is what he said next. Not only will we eat in the hat, we will also go and live in Los Angeles, California. We can eat in the hat all the time and pick lemons off the trees and live in the sunshine. And that's what they do, and it's a really good book. Well, I've got to go and do more working on my paper because it's due on Wednesday, and it's got to be good-ish, and so far it's bad-ish. I'll see you tomorrow, Jessie.